Welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello and welcome to Everlasting Talk. I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, get your merch on Spring, and coming soon, buy me a coffee. Today we're talking about Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu was a brilliant and charismatic Chinese military leader during the fall of the Qin dynasty, famous for his unmatched strength, strategic skill, and tragic downfall. He became the symbol of heroism and romanticism in Chinese culture. Born in 232 BCE in modern-day Sichuan, Jiangsu province in China, at the time named Xiang, his family belonged to a noble lineage that served the Chu state before the defeat of the Qin. His uncle Xiang Liang raised him after his father's death and played a role in his early training and political career. When he was young, Xiang Yu had great physical strength, showed little interest in Confucian classics or archery. Instead, he focused on mastering the art of war. Xiang Liang recognized his nephew's military potential, mentoring him to prepare him for future leadership. When the Qin began to crumble due to peasant uprisings and internal corruption, Xiang Liang and Xiang Yu started a rebellion to restore the Chu state. After his uncle Xiang Liang died in battle, Xiang Yu took command of the military. The shocking victory at the Battle of Julu in 207 BCE, where he and his forces defeated the much larger Qin forces by inspiring loyalty, employing shock tactics, and demonstrating personal bravery. When the Qin collapsed, Xiang Yu declared himself hegemon king of Western Chu and would become the most powerful warlord in China. Height of his power, Xiang Yu controlled vast territories and commanded dozens of kings who acknowledged his leadership. However, through harshness towards his former allies and failure to solidify political support, ended up weakening his rule. Liu Bang, his greatest rival, who was a former peasant, rose through the ranks. Despite initial victories against Liu Bang, Xiang Yu would fail to capture and eliminate him, leading to a protracted civil war known as the Chu-Han contention. Overconfident and growing isolated, Xiang Yu was outmaneuvered by Liu Bang and his allies. After a series of losses, Xiang Yu's forces were surrounded during the Battle of Xiaxia in 202 BCE, present-day Anhui, China. Facing encirclement, he heard Chu songs sung by enemy troops, a psychological tactic meant to demoralize him. Believing his homeland had fallen, Xiang Yu attempted to break out with a few hundred of his followers. Eventually, he found himself trapped near the Wu River. Xiang Yu died in January 202 BCE. Refusing capture, he took his own life by the Wu River near present-day He County, Haiyan Province, after bidding farewell to his beloved horse and his loyal followers. Xiang Yu is remembered as a heroic hero, immensely talented, but fatally flawed by pride and inflexibility. Xiang Yu is remembered as a heroic hero, immensely talented, but fatally flawed by pride and inflexibility. His life has been romanticized in poetry, opera, and literature. Despite his loss, he is celebrated for his courage, loyalty, and marital prowess. Xiang Yu's story exemplifies themes of honor, tragedy, and infallibility of even the greatest heroes. His life offers lessons in leadership and pride, which he remains a towering figure in Chinese historical and cultural memory. Check out these books and series to learn more about Xiang Yu. First, Records of the Grand Historian by Sima Kuyan. It's a primary historical account of Xiang Yu. Also check out The Romance of the Three Kingdoms by Moss Roberts. It's a context of Xiang Yu's cultural impact. And finally, The Chu-An Contention. It's a 2012 Chinese TV series, which you need subtitles if you need it. It's a dramatization of Xiang Yu's life. Thank you so much for joining us here at Everlasting Talk. Again, I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, and get your merch on Spring. And coming soon, buy me a coffee. Next episode, we're heading to Egypt and talking about Ramses II. So turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at EverlastingTalk. Thank you.